Hello, welcome to the Witches and Roses. I am Natinyani, the art witch, and today we're doing a pickacard tarot reading that is going to focus on the channeled messages and spiritual guidance from the universe in regards to your love life. Now, please remember to take only what resonates. There isn't a single tarot reader that is supposed to tell you what to do, but rather to confirm what you already know deep inside and to simply make unconscious things conscious. If you are connecting with my energy and you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can contact me via email or DM me on Instagram. All the details are down below in the description box. Now let's take a deep breath and choose your pile. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So let's have a look at what messages you need to hear today from the universe when it comes to your love life. We do not have any particular positions today. We'll just do a first line of your current energy and of what's going on in your life as of today, and then we will pull additional messages to see what do you need to hear. So messages for the collective, Pile 1, what's currently going on with Pile 1. So you are feeling like you are either losing control or you're not capable to control the situation when it comes to your love life. Probably you're not seeing the fruits of your manifestations, so you are feeling quite disempowered as of now. Obviously, it might change tomorrow, but today that's what it is. So if you're not resonating with it and you're feeling very empowered in your love life, it's probably not your pile, okay? And for some of you, you feel like there is no point in doing all those techniques, creating the vision board. It's all silly, and you are really not cherishing your creative energy at this time. But I don't know. I don't know if you believe it or not, but we are still manifesting every day. So when we fall into this trap of you're feeling very defeated. You're feeling very defeated today when it comes to your love life, because you have the proof. You can give me all those manifestations, blah blah blah, but the reality is that I had my heart broken. That's what you're telling yourself. And I'm laughing. It's not to minimize your pain or anything. I'm just trying to, on the contrary, to cheer you up and to tell you that I see you and I hear you, but it is an illusion, because I've been there many times as well, and I know that this is my brain playing tricks on me. So it's totally fine to feel this way. It's totally fine to feel discouraged and feeling like a fool, and sometimes just it's very tempting to become a villain and just, give up completely hope. And obviously it's up to you, but I think it's always worth trying to go after what you really want. And most of us, we turn into this villain mode once we've given up on our happiness. And it's totally fine if you want to be in a villain era. Why not? Again, I'm not here to preach or whatever, but at the same time, just make sure that you listen to your heart, and if it's just a matter of processing this disappointment, and then filling yourself up with a new sense of hope. Perhaps it will be more beneficial for you, and perhaps it will be a shorter path to a true satisfaction. Okay, what else is happening? What else is happening? We have the 4 of coins. Do I have everything in reverse? Okay, I have everything in reverse. So you're feeling that your love is currently upside down. That's very interesting. And you're not capable of letting go of a specific person. So this specific person probably it's them who have broken your heart and your trust, I'm hearing as well. So yeah, it felt like a dream with this person. It felt like a dream, like a fairy tale, and that's why it's so painful. And it feels like there is really like it is as if it was everything that you wanted, and yeah, and it just hasn't worked out for some reason. But why hasn't it worked out? Have you shown your true self to this person? Or have you communicated everything that you really wanted to build with them? Maybe not all of the hope is actually left even with this person. We will see what's happening. I'm not saying this, not yet, but I feel like there is a certain message about not fully showing up your true self, and therefore not being able to ground the connection, the love that you imagine. So you have this vision of a fairy tale relationship, of a perfect relationship, but it's not manifesting because you are not fully embodying the version of yourself in this relationship. There is something that you're hiding from yourself and others. Oh yeah, but it's interesting. I feel like with this person, they really made you feel like you didn't want to explore any other options. Maybe it's something that is rare for you, so you felt very exceptional about them. Yeah, you saw a very long-lasting future with them. So let's see what else is happening. Pile 1. Yeah, definitely. So it's someone that you saw a stable future with, probably a family for some of you. For those who are younger and are not interested in having a family, then it's just a commitment, a partnership of some kind, an exclusive relationship for starters. Because for today it's already a big deal to be exclusive, right? So yeah, but maybe you felt like the other person was playing games. But for some of you, again, I'm hearing that you and the other person, you were not fully sharing the true vision of your perfect relationship. Maybe it was stemming from the fact that you thought that, okay, if I share the perfect scenario, the perfect commitment that I want from them, they will just run away from me. So I'm gonna play it more casual, this sort of scenario. But it's just an example. It could be something else. Okay, so what's currently happening? Okay, for some of you, I'm feeling like you are, but I feel like you're lying to yourself. You're telling to yourself that, okay, I'm going to get myself out there. But at the same time, you're looking back at this person and you still have this feeling like there is some unfinished business with them. But at the same time, it feels like it's not going to be fruitful with them. So you are ready to invest in something else. But at the same time, investing into something else while you are in this state of the lack of hope, I think you know deep down that you are still not quite ready to do it. First of all, yeah, because you are looking back. And second of all, we always need some time to recuperate, to get our energy back from a certain person so that we can move on. Not just to impress the other person that, that's it, we're done. We are moving on for ourselves. So I'm not sure that you are ready to move on, but at the same time, it's like you are you want to prove to this person that you are of value and you have a lot to offer. So let's clarify this card and see. Okay, maybe, I feel like there was a certain lack of commitment. Okay. So, there was a certain lack of commitment, but something's changing at this time. And maybe what's really changing is, again, your perception of how the relationship is supposed to function in your reality. And I think you are just beginning to understand it yourself. And that's why I'm feeling like there is a sense of mind games, even with yourself. So you're going to shed layers as to how do you present yourself to your partner. Because you can come across as a player, someone who's playing games and who is a bit manipulative, perhaps. And if you feel like it applies more to your partner, well, we are always mirrors of each other. So if one of you were playing games, it's probably you were playing games as well. If not directly with this person, perhaps you were playing games with yourself. Perhaps you were playing games with yourself, and perhaps you were lying to yourself that the format of a relationship that you had with this person was okay with you. Because I feel like you wanted more commitment here, but have you communicated it? Or have you been pretending that it's okay and then it just went to waste because you felt like the other person didn't see your value? Yeah, interesting. I feel like even with the magician here, it's some sense of not being able to be 100% honest with yourself, with others, and as a result to manifest the reality that you want, that you truly want. Okay, let's see what other messages do you need to hear when it comes to this relationship? What kind of advice? What does pile 1 his advice to pay attention to at this time. Okay, so we have the Chariot, and I think you're very driven by this relationship. You're very passionate about this relationship, but the main process here is that you need to get control over your vision. You need to gain control over your vision because you do not fully know where you're going. And it's like there are two opposing forces, the destructive and the creative force within this relationship. And that's why it feels very difficult to move forward with it. So probably you are currently, I think there are multiple groups of people who are watching this pile. Now, some of you are on pause with this person. You just had a conflict, and but you're still attached to them. So if this is not resonating with you, do not absorb this energy. Just, it's not your pile, but this is mainly for people who are trying to move on from a certain person, but it's impossible to do because there is a certain unfinished business and there is probably some sort of mistake that needs to be fixed. Okay? And because I'm seeing a certain movement forward, and it's quite a confident movement with the Chariot here. With the Chariot here. But at the same time, a considerable amount of strength and energy needs to be invested into it. Even the way I talk now, like, it's very heavy to talk and to get across this energy. It's like my body is even filled with, I don't know, like with very heavy, slow moving energy. So definitely communication problems here, but mostly, like, the main message is the problem. It's the lack of clear vision as to where do you want to go with this person. What else does pile 1 need to hear? Yeah, it's, you see, the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is very heavy. And it's like you're trying to get everything on the right track, and then it's like your own hand is sabotaging everything. And obviously, we all do it to ourselves. So I would recommend spending more time meditating, spending more time analyzing your past experience, and maybe trying to distinguish as to what are you projecting onto this person. Because with the Ten of Wands, it's really, okay, even if you've been with this person for quite some time, every relationship needs to go through cycles. And with the Death here, every couple needs to let go of certain unsuccessful periods of their time. We cannot carry everything with us. Otherwise, it becomes unbearable, and it feels like it's just impossible to carry on with this person. So maybe it's better to move on and find somebody else. But as a matter of fact, sometimes it's simply a matter of cleansing our psyche. a lot of people, they break up not because the relationship is abusive, but it's just because they haven't done enough inner work and inner discipline and inner cleansing, because we are constantly in a process of transition, and like every year we ourselves, we are changing, so we have to keep up with our vision of romance, because it's always in becoming, and same goes to our partner. So there are so many changes individually and then obviously together, and yeah, it takes massive discipline, like a lot of skills to sustain love. Love, it's not as easy. It should not be exhausting as well, but it's not as easy. It's quite a complicated process. Just like art, it has to be interesting, but obviously a lot of mastery goes into it. So yeah, maybe even writing things down and analyzing analyzing your vision of a perfect relationship as of today would be beneficial, and then communicating it to your partner and seeing, are you and them on the same page when it comes to it or not. Okay, what else? Yeah, the Tower. So the Tower, it's time to get rid of old foundations. For some of you, I'm hearing that, yeah, you've already let someone into your life. It's like you are seduced by some third party. It's only for some of you, okay? Take only what resonates. But some of you are seduced by a third party, and it might be a massive, like a crashing point for this relationship. But again, if it's something that you want, perhaps this is the only way out of this dynamics, and you think, okay, I cannot communicate anything to this person, it's impossible to build with them what I want, so I would rather move on. Then of course it's up to you. You are not you are a free person, and a tarot reader will not tell you what to do. But for those of you who are interested in saving this relationship, then yes, a massive transformation is awaiting, and maybe you are called to re-examine your sexual connection, your sexual dynamic with this very partner. Maybe there is something that you find it very scary to communicate when it comes to your sexuality. And yeah, maybe once you've gotten this out of the way, everything will become completely different. So you have to overcome the fear of, sharing your true desires and being vulnerable when it comes to your body. For some of you, sorry, I don't know what's happening with me. It's really hard to talk clearly, so I'm stuttering and saying nonsense. But yeah, for some of you, it's really hard to communicate your sexual desires with your partner. But it is one of the most integral parts of the relationship, so of a healthy relationship. So of course, you are advised to address it. Otherwise, yeah, it will crash down anyway. But if you keep ignoring it, it's either you quit this relationship completely, and then you will find somebody else to realize your dreams in a way. But again, if you haven't worked through this ability to communicate your desires fully, emotional desires, sexual desires, intellectual desires, then you will repeat this pattern with others. A lot of people, they escape those problems and they change partners very often because of that, but nothing really changes within the relationship. What else? Yeah, again, it's a confirmation of being curious as to how this situation will unfold. Try to be more playful with yourself. Do not take yourself too seriously. Even if you start explaining what you want in a clumsy way, it's okay. Just, practice makes perfect. And maybe you don't understand how will the situation unfold once you've communicated everything. You do not see your next step because you love to strategize things. But again, your previous strategies within this relationship wasn't really effective. So maybe sometimes it's a good idea to experiment with other strategies, because you're not losing anything after all. Because it's already feeling disappointing and hard and kind of painful and heavy. So, okay, we have 2 more cards here and we will stop it here. Yeah, the Hermit. Yeah, I think that spending time with yourself, if you've been thinking, okay, should I rush into this conversation with this person right now? I think it's okay to give yourself some time. I mean, for some of you, it's a day. For some of you, it's a week. But yes, you need to go within, but then expose this truth to your partner and to yourself, of course. And again, there is so much orange in this card, and I feel like there is a lot of focus on your desires. Okay, now for some of you, it may be just that you feel like, okay, I don't see the future. I don't see the sustainable future, stable future with this person because of how I want to live my life fundamentally. And maybe I've been keeping it on the low and wasn't fully sharing my truth with my partner. So it's time to share the truth. For some of you, again, it's literally certain issues around physical desires with this person. It's also time to be honest with yourself, to admit this truth, that this aspect of your life is important to you, and the other person needs to know. It's a process of maturity. It's the process of becoming more connected to the life itself. Maybe your partner thinks that it's not as important to be physically as active as you want, and you have to discuss it. Maybe some of you, I feel like, have certain spiritual, religious concerns around this topic. It's also something to discuss in a very respectful and wise manner. But there is always a way to communicate the truth with respect, but also with firmness. Yeah, otherwise I'm feeling that this relationship, I hate to say it, but it's like it's stuck in quite stagnant energies.
And it's like, I think since you are the viewer, maybe you are stuck in your comfort zone. And this needs to change. This needs to change so that you can feel more yourself, obviously, and so that you can feel more freedom in your life and more growth. It's like it's time for you to get to a new level when it comes to experiencing relationships. So if you are feeling stuck, it's simply because you are not utilizing all the control that is available to you with the magician here. Something went wrong. Yes, a certain conflict, a certain heartbreak, but I feel like everything can be fixed, really, in this pile. Again, take only what resonates. If you feel that this person needs to go and they're not treating you well, do so. Ignore the tarot reading. Maybe it's just not your pile, not your reading whatsoever. And sometimes readings, what I love about tarot is that it's really giving us the confirmation of what we've already decided to do with our lives. So if I'm telling you things and you feel like, oh my God, it's just some complete nonsense, then it's perfect. You found this video just to reconfirm your gut feeling, okay? Even if your gut feeling tells you something completely else. If it does resonate, however, then yes, you are advised to take control over this situation, to find more clarity as to where you want to go with this person, and of course break down the walls around your fear of communicating the most inner truth. This way you will be able to get to another level of your partnerships, and you will feel more satisfied and more alive in your life, because at the moment I'm feeling a massive lack of emotional vibrancy, if you know what I mean. Okay, pile 1, I'm going to leave it here, and I'm sending you all my love and healing and inspiration. If you need a personal reading, you can contact me. I'm sorry. Oh, my nails. If you need a personal reading, you can contact me via email. Everything is down below. And yeah, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Hi, pal 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we are receiving messages from the universe in regards to your love life. So we do not have any specific positions today. We're just going to have a look as to what's happening in your love life today, so you can see whether it's your pile or not. And then we will ask for a piece of advice for you. So let's see what's happening with the collective for pile 2. What is currently happening? What is currently happening in the love life of pile 2? So, okay, so you're feeling very confused. I was going to say quite confused. You're feeling very confused today when it comes to your love life. For some of you, yeah, it's quite a nasty message. You feel like you've been cheated on. Now again, it depends. There is a range of different situations. For some of you, we might feel betrayed or cheated on when something really tiny happens. But again, it's like someone still has broken our trust in a way. But for some of you, it's a literal betrayal of some sort. There is something that is escaping your field of vision. So you are dealing with a situation with energy that is not revealing everything as it is. Okay. So if it's resonating with you, then it's definitely your pile. Okay. There is a certain lack of clarity, of truth, and lots is hidden. Yeah, with Hermit, a lot of things are hidden from you. I wonder why. Let's have a fuller picture. Maybe the universe is pushing you within to find the answers. Maybe you already know the answer. So you have to trust your intuition at this time. If you feel that this person is not having good intentions, they are probably not. Some of you are feeling in your gut that this person is not having pure intentions, but you are refusing to see the red flags, and it's as if you are not trusting your own eyes. For some of you, it's really hard to trust your own eyes because the person is a very skillful gaslighter. Yeah, you are dealing with someone very charming. Someone who is capable of creating multiple realities, and for many people, again, so you might not understand at this time who is the real them. It's quite an immature energy, so yeah, I feel like someone did you dirty, and you are beginning to question yourself, like, how could you even trust this person in the first place? But again, maybe it's a lesson to really always trust your intuition and trust your higher self. Yeah, there is a huge message when it comes to really it's like this person is making you lose grab of what's real and what's not. There is a battle between the feeling and the knowing, between the information that you receive externally and the inner knowing that comes from your higher self. And it's like this person has been showing you how to be in this situation. They've been really keeping you under their control for quite some time. For some of you, it's a cultural thing, like if you are identifying with being a woman, then perhaps you feel like, well, it's okay when man controls everything, and maybe you've been too scared to ask, like very concrete questions. Maybe you didn't want to be maybe you didn't want to come across as too nosy, something like that, for some of you. So you really created a perfect environment for this person to wrap you around their finger, so to really have the upper hand in this situation. But again, I think it's this person is quite skillful when it comes to creating a fake reality. It's like, no judgment here. I do empathize with you. And I feel like you are very much controlled by this person. So I don't know what kind of status you have as of today. Are you married? Are you in a relationship? Just like a couple? Is it just someone you've been with for several months? I think there are many different groups of people. Okay, perhaps this is the clarifier, and for the majority of you watching it today, yes, it's someone you've known for quite some time, and you've been on and off with this person, perhaps because you find it difficult to trust them, so you quit, but then you think that it's just all in your head, and that they are worthy of your time, and that they are really a decent person. It's just you are not seeing things clearly, and then you get back. But then again, it doesn't feel stable with them. Things still feel off. And there is still a considerable amount of facts that are not visible. Well, so it's a very complicated situation. Let's see what do you need to hear, what kind of advice, what to do, what to pay attention to. What does pile 2 need to know? Anyway, like, yes, go within, spend a lot of time with yourself. It's always like that. We always need to do it, but in your situation, like, it's really the center of attention here. So, yeah, someone's been really planting a seed in your mind. Yeah, this person has planted a seed in your mind as to who they are. But are they really this person? I don't think so. I think they are still trying to be this person. So perhaps they are feeding you the version of their future self, but they're not quite there. So again, I think in your bones you know it, but it's like your brain is under control of this other person. It's crazy. Again, do you see those 2 cards? Someone is driving like this machine of your intelligence. Doing yoga is also a good idea, because we store a lot of wisdom in our body, so it will help you connect with your intuition. Okay, if this person is trying to come across as someone very financially well off, they are really just taking their first steps in this direction, okay? For some of you, if you needed the confirmation of their financial status, there you go. I can't say that they're broke, but they are really just in the beginning of their path. So I don't know how old they are. Perhaps for their age is certainly fine, and there's no problem with that. But the most important thing is that, are they really presenting themselves this way? Or are they trying to come across as a king of coins, as someone who is really stable and is capable of providing you everything that you need and even more? You see, that's the point. It's a matter of truth and transparency here. So what does pile 2 need to pay attention to when it comes to the love life? Yeah, it's like this person is capable of promising you the whole world. And again, be careful. I feel like this person could be in touch with multiple people. Now, again, if this is something that you've already been feeling in your gut, then this message is for you. If it's not the case and you are concerned with other things when it comes to this person, then do not attract this energy. It's not for everyone. But for some of you, yes, this is someone who is, it's a person who needs to tick all the boxes. So just to feel like worthy and proud of themselves. Perhaps they do not have many financial achievements, so by collecting the attention of many different people, they feel that they are worthy of something, yeah. And I think that this person might have like a very protective energy, so they do not come across as dangerous or anything. They come across as very elegant and sweet. And with very good intentions. Now, I'm not saying that they are necessarily a very bad person. I don't know. But they are lacking transparency, that's for sure. They are keeping you in the darkness when it comes to something. And for some of you, this darkness is connected to being in contact with another woman. Maybe they're still in contact with their ex, okay? Maybe they are maybe they are mentally codependent with their mother, and this is something they don't want you to know. Okay, what other messages does pile 2 need to hear when it comes to this situation? Again, it's just confirming, and it's just, we only have pages here. Pages and knights, so not a single king. This person is really in the process of becoming a woman, a man. They're not still there, okay? And they're capable of promising you the whole world, the star from the sky. And they might be very good with words. They might be very romantic, very attractive. And again, it's a very smooth energy here. Smooth operator, The song by Sade, maybe. It's also a reference for some of you. So, yeah. For some of you, I'm hearing is someone who's really capable of appearing and disappearing from your life very easily, ghosting you. And it's definitely not something that you should tolerate, but it feels like they always have a very convincing excuse and you go for it. But the excuse that they give you, it's not the case. Perhaps the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords it's not really them cheating or doing something shady behind your back, even though for some of you I feel like yes, it is the case, but for some of you it's really you not being sorry, my nails. It's really I like the sign. It's like you refuse to feel, you refuse to see the truth of the matter. It's like you are lying to yourself. You feel like it's a diamond, but it's really like this fake thing on my nail. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it sounds a bit harsh, but there is some sense of fakery here. There is something misleading in this energy, and I cannot lie and tell you otherwise. Okay. So, what else does pile 2 need to hear in regards to their love life? Eight of Cups. Okay, for some of you, you really found this reading because you are looking for a final confirmation. You've already done your decision, and yeah, you are ready to leave this situation behind. Okay? Yeah, because this person is really difficult to read. Maybe you don't have all the answers here. But you feel like it's really impossible at this time to crack this person open. For some of you, however, it's really difficult to leave it behind because there is a sense of those fake promises still coming true. It's really hard to liberate yourself from everything that this person is painting you. For some of you, this person is literally an artist of some kind. Yeah. Mr. Sandman, give me a dream. Okay, let's have some more. I was planning to do just 2 lines, but I feel like this situation is quite complicated, so I'm going to ask for more messages for the pile 2. What does pile 2 need to hear? Yeah, I feel like you are going crazy in this connection, okay? You really don't understand what is true, what is good for you, where are you headed with this person, are you valuable for them, are they just trying to abuse you on purpose, or it's just due to the fact that they are immature and if they knew better they would have done better. But this person is really pulling your strings, okay? And this situation is beginning to get on your nerves. So, yeah, but there is still a lot of doubt. Yeah, a lot of manipulation in this situation, for sure. Okay? For some of you, like even your family members, your parents, your grandparents are giving you some clues when it comes to this situation. And Obviously, it's up to you whether to listen to them or not. But maybe you want to make your own mistakes, you know? It's certainly fine. For some of you, you are reliving a generational pattern with this person, and that's why you are so attracted to them. Because it's very similar to the relationship of your ancestors, of your parents, of your grandparents. And maybe there is something that you're learning about your family dynamics through the connection with this person. Something that you were in denial about your family. But now you are maturing and now you are seeing things in a different light. Okay, yeah, there is some sense of poverty, okay? And earlier I said, I don't know if this person is broke or not. But they are clearly not capable of providing you with everything that you want. So for some of you, it's maybe just a matter of having completely different values. So it's impossible to again lie to yourself. Yeah, maybe some of you've been lying to yourself, thinking that, okay, even though our values are so different, I can still be flexible and I can adjust to this person. But maybe there is some, I don't want to say shocking truth, but maybe there is something that maybe there is something that is there is some truth when it comes to their values that is maybe complete opposite of how you want to live your life and how you view the world. And it's like you are refusing to live your life without them. But at the same time, the life that they are painting you, it's still not quite the life that they can give you, if it makes sense. It's like everything is upside down in here with them. And if you continue like this, you will just keep waiting, and those empty promises, they might just... It's like this person is giving you just enough breadcrumbs so that you stay there, hanging, dealing with everything, finding excuses for everything. But then at the end you're going to feel like a fool. Again, with Pinocchio here, there is some sense of dishonesty. So you keep waiting because you feel emotionally attached to this person, but also emotionally attached to the dream that they're trying to sell you. Even though deep inside, again, we have some sea creature deep inside here that is calling you. It's calling you inside yourself so that you listen to your intuition and find the strength to move on from this situation. or at least address everything, address the truth. However, from what I can see, this person won't admit the truth anyway. If they are a pathological gaslighter, there is not much you can do, really. Because they will turn everything upside down again, I'm hearing. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here, and I'm sending you all my love and emotional support. If you need a personal reading, I'm always here. You can contact me via email. Everything is down below in the description box. So hopefully it was useful and it gave you some clarity. And don't forget to spend time with yourself and ask your spirit guides to give you clear answers and be open to receiving them. Okay. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Today we are receiving messages from the universe to have a look at your love life. And we do not have any specific positions. We'll just have a look at your situation and then we'll pull cards accordingly to see what kind of advice is beneficial for you at this time. So let's see what is happening with you. What is happening with Pile 3 at this time? Universe, what is the current situation? What is Pile 3's? Okay, so you are literally standing at the threshold in your love life. You are either considering a breakup or you're simply going through a very difficult phase with your partner and you are about to step into a new phase in your relationship. And you've grown into a new version of yourself, for some of you I'm hearing, into a completely different person you never thought you could become. And for some of you I'm hearing you are in a relationship, like you used to be in a relationship with a person who was much older than you, and you've decided to close this situation. Okay? But anyway, there is a message of renewal, of something new coming into your life when it comes to your relationship. And even though it might feel quite sad, I feel like there is a lot of positivity on the horizon. And I think you are feeling it as well, something very positive coming your way when it comes to love life. Let's see what else is happening. I think that for some of you there is a very possessive partner and they are not willing to let you go. So for some of you it will be necessary to completely break free from them. It's something that you are considering doing. And then for others it's simply that this partner is not very flexible. The way they think about love, about life in general, it's not very flexible, and you are finally managing shifting their perspective. And it's like there is this feminine energy, and again, it doesn't matter if you identify with being man or a woman. The feminine energy it's like water. It's leading with softness. So you are finding a way to gain control over this person through this softness and influence the way they think and see things. But again, you are influencing them for the benefit of this relationship, because we are looking at your love life. So, yeah, the dynamic in your relationship is changing. And it's like, again, I'm feeling like this pile is very, very feminine. If you are a man, it means that you've become more in touch with your emotions, and maybe your female partner, or even if it's also a male partner, but they are mostly in a masculine energy, you are becoming stronger, you are becoming more reliable when it comes to emotions, and it's very alluring for your partner, and it makes them want to trust you, and it makes them want to follow you. And since you are beginning a new cycle here with them, it's like you are taking this leadership position when it comes to love, but in a very soft way. It's very interesting energy. It's the third pile, and it's the third time this card is coming out. It's interesting. So, but here in this pile, it's like you are going to grow into something else with this person. And again, I feel like one of you is going to provide this massive jump forward. One of you is more of a conservative person, and the other person is more progressive. I hope it doesn't sound rude, in a sense that, you know, if someone is like, it's just different energies. It's not that one of you is underdeveloped and the other one is overdeveloped. No, we are always on the same level. Like, for the most part, we are on the same level with our partners. So, but at this very moment in time, you are perhaps stronger when it comes to your intuition, and you are capable of showing the way forward in this connection. And again, this is a very earthy, slow-moving energy, very feminine, but at the same time, it's like maybe you've been preparing this jump for quite some time, and finally this moment has come. So what else is happening in the love life of pile 3? Okay, I will keep it. Let's have a look at the High Priestess again. You are so connected to your intuition, so deeply connected, and I don't know if it's conscious or subconscious, but it's like you are ready to give birth to a new life. For some of you, it's literally maybe you are about to get pregnant, or maybe you just got pregnant. For those of you who are scared of this idea, don't worry. It does not have to be pregnancy. It can be simply be a creative project, or again, giving birth to this new phase in your relationship. And yeah, I'm hearing that some of you have already sacrificed a lot for this partnership. So perhaps you've been with this person for quite some time, and there are lots of ties between you. So yeah, it's like your psyche is expanding at this time, and you are gaining more authority in your partnership. Again, for some of you, it's literally you becoming a mother. For others, it's simply trusting your feminine side more. Again, regardless of gender, you are beginning to trust your intuition much, much more, which is beautiful. Okay, so for some of you, again, since I've already mentioned that in a couple, we are always equal, even though sometimes we feel like, okay, the other person is so toxic, but usually they are mirroring some sort of toxicity in ourselves as well. So today, even though you are equal with your partner, I feel like your partner might be feeling slightly weaker. Probably they are carrying on too much at this time. So you are like a pillar of hope and stability for them. And I think it's very heavy. It's a heavy load for you as well. It's not an easy path, but at the same time, you've become so strong at this time that you are actually capable of providing them with this sort of, first of all, emotional and spiritual foundation and advice. It does not mean that you have to carry their load. It means that you are simply capable of not judging them for what they are going through, and maybe simply gently guiding them with your wisdom and with your advice. Yeah, because I feel like there is a massive shift happening in your couple, and it is as if whoever is identifying more with the female energy in this couple is called to be the stable shoulder for this person. But again, don't get me wrong. It's not there is a confirmation. I was just about to say, it does not mean that you have to overgive. No, there has to be an equal give and take. But if you are capable of providing the spiritual and emotional wisdom at this time, then that would be simply very, very beautiful, and your partner would really appreciate that, because you are currently capable of really affecting his thinking. So if you are, for example, currently dealing with a certain choice in life and you need to make a decision, then you are someone who is capable of having a higher perspective in this situation, because the judgment of your partner might be clouded at this time. And also, if other people are reaching out for advice, also be open to providing them with it. Also, for some of you, since the energy of the High Priestess is so strong, I'm hearing that some of you might also be some sort of spiritual healers or psychologists, or also tarot readers. So embrace it. And if you've been thinking of, I know it's a very side message, it's a side note, but if you've been thinking of developing this talent, then I think that would be a good idea, and definitely that wouldn't distort the balance in your love life as well. Because the more you trust yourself, the more connected you are to your higher self, the better your love life becomes as a result. Okay, what else does pile 3 need to hear today? I love this energy. What else does pile 3 need to hear? You have a very philosophical view of life. Someone very wise and... Yeah, amazing. Many of you are literally... you are on a spiritual path, and you might be some sort of spiritual leader for your community now. It depends on what you do in life. You do not have to be necessarily a high priestess. It's simply, perhaps you are someone who always has the answer, just the right answer to support people. So I feel like there is someone from your past that might need your advice. But why is it coming here in your relationship? Let's see, what else do you need to hear? Okay, I think some of you are letting go of a specific person or a friend who is making you doubt certain things in your connection. I think there is a person that was slightly misleading, I'm hearing. So, but you are much stronger at this time. So this person, perhaps it's someone from your past. It's someone that you've known from your childhood, and it's like this person was slightly bringing maybe some gossipy energy into your relationship. But again, I feel like your energy is much stronger than any external influences. But if you are feeling that you need to put a boundary with certain people from your past, then by all means do it. Because I feel like there is a lot of sacred energy happening in your pile. So of course, sometimes we have to keep things in secret. So if there is something brewing in your partnership, you are planning to move to a different city, you are planning to conceive a child, whatever, you are planning to start a business together, then obviously do not tell this idea to the whole world, and even to sometimes even to your close friends. Wait until the moment once you've set things into motion, and then share it with your close ones. I never advocate for being extremely scared of external influences and being scared of being hacked and all that, because the more you think about it, the more you attract it, and the more vulnerable and susceptible you become to it. But at the same time, there is something to it, really. So as much as possible, try to protect the most sacred things for you. Because, people sometimes, they don't even have bad intentions at heart, but at the same time, perhaps they're going through something very difficult in life at this very moment, and they are simply not capable of congratulating you with your dreams and achievements. they're not capable of that, and we cannot blame them. But at the same time, you don't need this negative energy in your sacred space, and this is your responsibility to protect what is valuable. And probably, I don't know, but again, if it's not you, if it's something like, for example, if your partner is very sociable and they are surrounded by a lot of people all the time, then perhaps you could also discuss it with them and say, you know, I'm not feeling comfortable with the fact that you are sharing this thing with everyone you know. Like, this is very intimate. Let's just keep it to ourselves. And I'm sure they will understand. Okay, so what else does pile 3 need to hear? Yeah, again, I'm feeling like since you are in this phase of transition in your relationship and you are about to birth something new, be it simply a new phase in your relationship, just emotionally, you know, you are like this caterpillar that is very vulnerable, and for you to become a butterfly, you need certain isolation. So do not, I'm not saying to isolate yourself completely, but be very fastidious and choosy when it comes to your social group. Do not let everyone know what are you up to, okay? Because as sad as it sounds, I really don't like this idea, but yeah, some people, they won't be happy for us, unfortunately. It doesn't mean that no one will be happy, but perhaps at this time, it's better to keep things to yourself. Okay, what else? Okay, so yeah, there is a lot of doubt at the moment that needs to be overcome. And I think you have all it takes to gain a higher perspective on things. And hopefully this period of oscillation, this period of not knowing what to do and what to choose is over. I take it as a sign that this period of doubt is ending, yeah. Okay, what else does pile 3 need to know when it comes to their love life? Oh la la, that's too many. What does pile 3 need to hear, need to know when it comes to their love life? Okay, so for some of you, it's literally that you are going to build something with your partner. Okay. For some of you, you are expanding the understanding of a family, again, children. For some of you, it's simply moving in together and, you know, going shopping, choosing sofas and chairs and tables, things like that. For others, it's creating a mutual business. But anyway, I feel like it's a very interesting relationship and you are learning a lot from each other, and you are both very, very creative people. Maybe you express your creativity in different ways, but you both have a lot of things to offer to this world. and it's a very beautiful duo. So yeah, and you might be attracting a lot of attention, a lot of external attention, because you amplify each other's energies. Okay. So what else? Yeah, and it's coming in quickly. This new creation, your mutual creation. Okay, what else does pile 3 need to hear today when it comes to their love life? Yeah, some of you are getting married. Some of you are it's an interesting message. Some of you are, even if you're not interested in marriage and things like that, I feel like this partnership is making you more energetically conservative. So, for example, yeah, again, whether you identify yourself with being man or woman doesn't matter, but I feel like you are beginning to value this balance of the feminine and masculine energy more as you used to. And perhaps some of you used to rebel against against femininity, against intuition, against certain sense of magic and things like that. And through the connection with this person, you are embracing it. So you're learning a lot of spiritual lessons with this person. And people see it. It's like you aspire other people to have a committed relationship almost. Okay. What else does pile 3 need to hear? Yeah, again, there is a message that a lot of people are willing to listen to you at this time. So, including your partner. So if you want to communicate something to them, some sort of idea, if you want to propose some idea for a certain project, or if you want to move to a different country, I feel like you will be heard at this time. And I feel like you've been in this process of maturation for quite some time when it comes to this idea. And now this idea is ready to hatch. So whatever you want to reveal to your partner, it's the right time to do it. Some of you might receive a very important message that will affect the final decision in this mutual transition to a new level in your partnership. Yeah, you are leaving something behind, and for some of you I'm feeling like you're literally moving to a different place. For others, you are going to leave the old arrangement of things in your couple, and maybe it's simply deciding, okay, we are becoming exclusive, we are becoming much more committed than we used to, and we are leaving behind going out all the time and drinking and all those things. Well, it doesn't mean that once you've become committed, there is no partying or whatever, but you know what I mean, like you are becoming more choosy with things and your priorities change. Okay, so the last message for, last two messages for pile 3. Yeah, you are literally, again, getting to a new level with this person. And just what I said about prioritizing, it's like you understand that this person is really important for you, and they also understand that. And you're going to think about how to make sure that the both cups of the scale are equally filled. And if it means letting certain people go from your lives, you will do it. Yeah. We are finishing this reading with an amazing card, the Empress. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully. Sorry. And yeah, there is a certain sense of utopia here. I think you've been trying to get this you've been trying to get to this point in a relationship for quite some time, and you are finally accepting it. You are accepting the blessing and the luxury of being in a stable and committed relationship. I don't know, commitment is coming through very heavily. Perhaps for some of you it's just something that you're not used to. But also, yeah, it's again, this reading, it's such a feminine energy. It's like maybe finally you've succeeded in valuing yourself and in trusting yourself, and you've made a considerable amount of healing, and now the reality is shifting and your partner is really growing much closer to you, and you are receiving a lot of emotional satisfaction from it. But your partner as well, obviously. But I feel like I am communicating it for the most part to the person that is watching this video. Okay, so you are having a very fruitful time ahead of you. Protect your sacred space and keep trusting your intuition, because it's unfolding beautifully. So hopefully it was useful. Again, take only what resonates. And if you want a personal reading, you can always contact me via email. All the details are down below in the description box. And have a beautiful day and see you soon. Bye bye.